So we didn't have to actually hit him. He just let us pass with just a threat. The door's right behind me. Go on. That's the door to the catacombs? It's that simple? Yeah, it's that simple. What, were you expecting a hidden bookcase or something? Go on, go look. Not much of a guard, is he? What idiots! They're walking straight into a pitch-black maze without even a torch. I wonder, will they get lost and starve? Or will they find the crazy lion girl and get shot? Either way, ain't my problem. Ooh, exciting. Upon entering the doorway, Falcon and Sparrowson find themselves at the top of a stone staircase that spirals into the abyss below. With total darkness surrounds us. Here goes nothing. They begin to descend. It's turning into quite an adventure game. It's totally different from the first two acts, so yeah, surprisingly good. I knew an underground passage would be dark, but this is ridiculous. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, Sparrowson. I think that was the last step. Now it's just twisted tunnels ahead of us. I should take up smoking. If I smoked, I would have a match right now, and we would be able to see where we're going. Plus, you know, all the health benefits, and I would probably be calmer. Keep it together, Sparrowson. I know. I'll unravel this loose thread from my jacket. We can just trace a string to find our way back if we reach a dead end. Interesting. Good thinking. Just like Theseus and the Minotaur. Wait. There aren't any Minotaurs in here, are there? Head of a bull, body of a bull. Scary stuff. That's not actually... Never mind. Feels like there's a gap in the wall here. I guess the path branches. I can feel a slight breeze coming from the passage to the left. The air seems a little more stagnant to the right. I feel like we're playing Zork right now. Zork was a text-based adventure game in the 80s. One of the first adventure games ever. And it would just display text and maybe some images. Like you're in front of a closed door, what will you do? Try to open it. But then you had to actually type in the command. So it's not really the same, but yeah, it reminds me of it. Okay, so breezy or stagnant? Breezy might indicate an exit. Let's do that. There's a chance that the breeze could be caused by an opening. Let's head that way. Hey Falcon, I don't want to dump on you or anything, but when you threatened Quark back there, it was pretty scary. Yeah, I thought it the same actually. Scary? Not really. Quark's all talk. I knew there was no chance that he would fight back. No, I wasn't scared of Quark. I found you scary. Never seen you get so angry before. Angry bird. Sévérin's life is on the line, Sparrowson. Forgive me for showing a little emotion. That was I thinking. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Do we have to do this now? Oh, it looks like the path branches again. Are my eyes going funky from the darkness? Or is there a glimmer of light coming from the right path? No, I see it too. There's definitely some light on that side. Sure, we'll go there. It's definitely getting lighter. I can see my hands again. But that might just mean that we're getting close to an exit, right? Maybe this has all been a wild goose chase. Hush, listen. Voices? Voices. We're getting close. Wait, Falcon, aren't you scared? Terrified. There they are. It's the leader. I'll ask one more time. What is your name? It's Cocorico. Looks a little shitty. Are you with the police, the royal guards? Speak, bird. Man Beaumort. We've been here all night, and he simply ain't talking. He didn't react to coaxing. He didn't react to torture. Maybe it's time to, you know, Administer some justice. Justice. That word. Oh, the rooster finally crows. You want to know who I am? Fine. My name is Sevérin Cocorico. I am a public prosecutor for the Cour d'Assises. Well, Sevy, it's been a pleasure, but we can't be having spies running around our base of operation now, can we? He's having an English accent. So without further ado, I hereby sentence you to... Wait a minute, Pierrot. This is no ordinary spy. Because he's a prosecutor? No, because he's the bastard who condemned my father 10 years ago. Whoa, are you sure? I had my suspicions when I saw his smug air of arrogance, his holier-than-thou glare. But now that I know his name and occupation, there is no doubt. Do you remember, Bert? Do you remember the trial of a homeless lion in the winter of 1835? What was your father's name? Jean Beaumort. What were his crimes? His only crime was trying to feed a starving child. He took a handful of vegetables from a grocer's stand, not out of greed, but out of sheer desire to see me survive. But he was seen by a policeman, another arrogant cockerel like yourself, actually. So my father was thrown in jail, he was dragged to court. I had the privilege of watching the proceedings from the stands. I remember your sharp words. This man is a thief, this man is a scoundrel. He deserves the harshest possible punishments for his crimes. You didn't care about the consequences. You didn't care about why my father did what he did. All you cared about was fulfilling your lust to see a criminal behind bars. My father received a sentence of 5 years. He died on his third. Do you remember him? Mademoiselle, in all my days as a prosecutor, I have seen over thousands of cases. I'm not going to remember a single bread thief. You rotten Connard. We're all just insects to you, aren't we? Who cared if a child starves on the streets, as long as you put enough criminals behind bars to meet your quota, am I right? Your silence speaks volumes of your guilt. Sevérin Cocorico, you have been tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on accounts of conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque Monsieur, and of the murder of my father, Jean Beaumort. Oh, I have been found guilty? Mademoiselle, if you want to shoot me so you can fulfill your revenge fantasies, then by all means shoot me. But don't pretend for a moment that this mob resembles a court of justice in any form. A court of justice? Now there's a contradiction. Bert, you know nothing of justice. Frère Remus, read this man his last rites. With pleasure, madame. Things are getting out of hand. Does Falcon save the day? Falcon, we have to make a move. Say something. Speak up. Alright, I'm going in. At least, yeah, I know Sevérin was right because he needed justice. But, you know, the cat lady is right as well because it was harsh. I just can't pick a side yet. I think I'm leaning more to Sevérin right now. No, I need you to get out of here. Go find the police, Royal Guard, anyone. I'll stall for time. Falcon. Okay, I'll go get help. Do you have any last words? So this is like the third trial. We're in the courtroom, somewhat. And we might have to cross-examine, display evidence. Just pull the bloody trigger and be done with it. Wait! Wait, wait, wait. He's right. This is a terrible trial. There's no evidence, no defense, no examination of the facts. You've dragged a man off the streets and decided his fate based purely on your own prejudices and whims. Who the clock does this bird brain think he is? I'm this man's defense attorney. I'm Jayjay Falcon. Jayjay? What are you doing? Defense attorney? You're a raven loony is what you are. We have to defend him. Or a spy. I've seen this monsieur eavesdropping on our conversations before. He cannot be trusted. Everyone please hear me out. Appeal. I guess let's appeal to Fontaine. Because he seems the more reasonable type. Monsieur Fontaine, we've only met on a couple of occasions, but you seem like an intelligent and reasonable person. Why, thank you. I do consider myself to be reasonable, as I said. And surely you can see something wrong with dragging someone off the streets and executing them without trial. Well, I want to see a better France, monsieur. A France with actual liberty for all. I don't enjoy violence, but I have no qualms with a traitor or two dying to achieve that noble goal. Means to an end, you know. Do you see, Falcon? This man's death is inevitable. For the good of France and in the name of justice, he must be killed. Justice. There's that word again. Madame, I won't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shouting this man right now would not bring you justice. It will only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice, revenge, what's the difference? Fairness could be it, but let's go with the rationality. Rationality, madame. Justice is carried out on the basis of hard facts and logic. It isn't distracted by petty emotions. Even putting aside my emotions, I can see this bird's guilt. And this is your opportunity to prove it, madam. Show that you're a leader who acts with reason, not brute irrationality. Madame, surely you aren't entertaining the words of this heathen. Fine, Falcon, we'll play this your way. We shall have a formal trial for the murder of the Coq Monsieur. Excellent. Shall we head back to my office and file the necessary papers? Don't take me for a fool. You'll walk us right into a trap. We shall have the trial right here and now. Right here in the catacombs? It's as good a place as any. I suppose we'll be needing a judge. I volunteer. No thanks, Pierrot. We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Just go see how the security is doing, Pierrot. We don't want any more spies wandering in. Righto. Perhaps I can help, madame. You know that I'm a pious man after all. Okay, Remus, you can be our judge, and I will lead the prosecution. What about the jury? With due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you. As we speak, we are being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. They shall be our jury. Those bones behind us? That may work as a metaphor, but in practical terms, it is me you have to convince, Falcon. Convince me that this bird is not guilty. After all, I'm the one who holds the gun. Well, it looks like we are ready to get started. The trial of Sevérin Cocorico is underway. He stands accused of the murder of the man known as the Coq Monsieur in cold blood. Madame Beaumort, please explain the details of what happened. Very well. Last night, at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard on the Rue des Marmousets. Pierrot alerted us and we managed to arrive before the police did. On the scene, I saw the man known as the Coq Monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body, I saw the murderer, Sevérin Cocorico, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand that you did not witness the crime firsthand, madame? That you only saw the aftermath? Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident itself. Madame Beaumort, I found this pigeon running around our tunnels. Ah, Sparrowson. I'm no pigeon, monsieur. He's a spy in any case. What say I execute him right now? It's alright, it's alright. No, it is not alright to execute him. He's with me. With you? He's my assistant. He carries my bags and stuff. Falcon, I trust that you do not have any other assistants lurking around the corner. No, madame. Then take your lackey out of my sight. Psst, Falcon. What is it? I saw someone lurking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows. Another rebel? I don't know. Must be Folerti, maybe. But he got spooked when he saw me. He dropped this. What's this? A political pamphlet? Cult pamphlet. Music is swelling in. Is this the one? A pamphlet on the cult of reason found by Sparrowson in the catacombs. This one is signed and this one isn't. Well, I best be getting back to the patrols then. Not so fast, Pierrot. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not? I did, ma'am. Then you can be our first witness. Go stand in the center. Okie dokie. Do I need to say an oath or something? That won't be necessary, we trust you. Just tell us what you saw last night, Piero. Okie dokie. I saw it as plain as day. The croque-monsieur was just minding his own business on Rue de Marmousset, when all of a sudden, this here brute of a rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! The rooster fired. The cock slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, the croc drew his own gun. Bam! The croc fired back. So to clarify, Cocorico shot first? Yes, ma'am, no question there. What happened next? Well, I knew you guys, Fontaine, Remus, and you, ma'am, were only a stone's throw away at the cathedral, so I ran to get your help. We all arrived back on the scene maybe a minute after I'd left it. And there I saw the dead croc at the murderous Sevérin with my own eyes. Thank you for your report, Piero. It's nothing, ma'am. You see, Falcon, Piero is not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. True that. But he is honest to a fault. I would trust his word with my own life. I don't doubt the man's honesty, madame. Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? What does that mean? I don't claim to be an expert of the law. That was always my brother's role in the family. But I think a cross-examination means that Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. Actually, it means that I would like to make sure that Piero's story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case at hand. Clearly a pointless stalling tactic, madame. Shall we put an end to the trial? No, we will let the bird have his little cross-examination. But I'm warning you, Falcon, don't mess with me. Don't mess with you? If I get the slightest inkling that you are rambling to stall for time, I will end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Start questioning Cocorico's shoe size or the color of the croque-monsieur's underwear, and I'll lose my patience. Yeah, I get it. So I guess we definitely don't need to mess this up. Select a statement. I saw it as plain as day. It was nighttime, so it could be debatable. The croque-monsieur was just minding his own business on Rue de Marmousset, when all of a sudden his rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! The rooster fired. He had a gun, so could be. The croc slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, the croque-monsieur drew his own gun. Bam! What do we have here? Letter. It's not going to help us, I think. But it was a rooster, right? Volerti was a rooster as well, so it could have been him. Instead of Sevérin. Let's ask about this. You claim that you saw the incident as plain as day. Yup, plain as day. The crime occurred at night. Piero, I would like to remind you that this crime occurred around midnight. In February, on an overcast, moonless night, in an unlit alley. What's your point? It would have been too dark to see. It would have been dark, so dark that you could not possibly have correctly identified the people involved. Hey, I swear I saw what I saw. Hold on, Falcon, you slipped up. You saw that the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns over Rue de Marmousset. Oh, that's right, that's right. We live in La Ville Lumière. There's a gas lamp on every street. You're right, Madame Beaumort. There are street lanterns over Rue de Marmousset, but they wouldn't have been any good. Oh, because why? Do we have evidence of that? Why wouldn't have they been any good? I don't have anything to prove with that. I guess we would have found out if we knew the password, but I have nothing to... Let's just pick this. I'm not sure why. Take a look at this. You're saying this is how you know the street lamps were broken? I don't quite follow. Well, you see, oh, here where it goes wrong already. You picked the wrong piece of evidence, didn't you? Yeah, I messed up. I hope we can go to the next piece of questioning, examination, before we mess up even further.